going to try to explain a scare that both Suzy and I had just a couple nights ago. And I heard some banging on the house, so I came out to investigate. And I found Suzy sitting here like this, with her back end down there and her head hanging up here over the edge of the water, and her tongue sticking out about an inch, but not flapping back and forth, not being sucked in, not breathing, nothing, but her bottom jaw and her tongue was sitting in the water. And she just kept snorting. It's hard to describe exactly what she was doing, but making noises like she was having a hard time breathing. And I've never seen the look of fear in an animal's eyes before, but I saw it when I saw her. She looked like she thought she was going to die. So, and I tried to open up her mouth as far as I could. There was nothing in there that I could see, but she was in major distress. I couldn't figure it out. And she never once moved. She didn't look like I said, her tongue wasn't going in and out, other than the breathing and the snorting. That's not the proper term, but that's all I can think of right now. And I started petting her back, stroking her back and trying to calm her down. And after a couple more minutes of that, she was able to lift her head up a little bit out of the water. And then after a couple more minutes, she was able to actually step away from the water. She didn't want to get too far away from it. So, like I said, and it was the look in her eyes that got me worried, because she looked like she was petrified, like she thought she was going to die. She'd never blinked. The tongue never went in and out. So, and this light was sitting here, and she kept coming over and sniffing around. Before that happened, she kept coming over and sniffing around something, whether it was a bug crawling around there or what. So, if she bit into a stink bug, or she licked a Colorado River toad, it's the only two things I can think of. Other than that, I would have no idea what caused her to go through this distress. But and there's nothing else I could do, and when she was out of the water basically and breathing normally, well, somewhat normally, and she was able to move her tongue a little bit, I went inside, and in the morning I got up, she was just like, nothing. What are you, what? Nothing. I'm fine. We are having a hellacious windstorm. There goes a box for something. I don't know what it was. You can hear that grinding sound. That one? That's what a wind turbine sounds like when it's coming apart. Probably coming apart. And I'm sure you see that metal laying there. Surprise, surprise. It fell across the extension cord I had over there. But that was part of the awning addition I did for the RV 3 years ago. I just hope it decides to stay there. But the wind has been howling for about 10 minutes now. Yeah, that grinding sound is coming from the neighbor's wind turbine. I have no idea what the wind gusts mile per hour are, but it's been pretty bad at times. all these outflow winds from the rainstorm that's to the east of me. And according to the radar, it's going to dissipate as far as rain before it gets to me. But that doesn't stop the winds from getting pushed over. You just saw that lightning flash. But lots of things are blowing by. Oh, the box is gone. I'd like to know where that's from, if it's one of mine or not. I don't recognize that size of a box, but that doesn't mean anything. But that's the storm that's going overhead. And I said the radar said that the rain was going to dissipate before it got to here. I haven't felt any or seen any rain yet, but I'm sure getting the winds. And I got all three of the puppies, and there's Remy. All three of the puppies inside the house. That's not always gorgeous weather here. But another day in paradise. Ah, here comes some rain. And that rainstorm lasted maybe all of 10 seconds. Still looks like it's more coming from the east. Here comes some rain. Hopefully you can hear it. Looks like we're going to be in for a fun night tonight. You can see it's almost 8:25 at night. And the temperature has cooled down to just over 70 degrees. It was well over 90 when this started an hour ago at 7:30. Still getting some thunder boomers. We actually got some, I believe, wetting rain out there. You still got lots of lightning, the amount it's been raining. Good morning, everyone. Desert Horizons, 3 Hours Cabin Ranch. This is going to be the second time of trying this. First time didn't load up apparently. I'm going to show you the destruction from the storm last night. Most of these lights are from down because of the storm. I think 1 or 2 were taken care of by the dogs this morning. Everything looks good there. I already straightened up the barrel. It was tipped over and the lid was over here behind the Jeep. The other flower pot came around the corner, ended up here, spun around for about 10 minutes, and then ended up over there, standing up straight. There's no sign at all of that box anywhere. So there's one of the carpet strips.
Yep, no sign of that box at all anywhere. I don't know. And this blanket got pushed over here. The first sign of the storm, so. Alright. Let's go around this way. I've already picked up the one light. That one there was on the ground. I don't know if it even still works anymore. And the biggest destruction of the night. It blew over my wheelbarrow. Not much of a shocker there. That's a piece of the neighbor's trash. Look at that. 1, 2. Wow. Took over half of the awning panels down. And that's where it ended up. All the area around here it could have landed on. Of course, it landed on my extension cord. So that doesn't look like it cut it. I haven't pulled off the paneling to check it yet. We got 6 pieces of paneling, 4 2x boards. Like most of the extension cord slack was pulled out from the very first zip strip over there. So that's good. There's no gallon markings on this tank. Ouch. That's a 650 gallon tank, and it's up about a foot above that circle right there, so your guess is as good as mine. Probably about 150 gallons in it now, and I only had about 20 in it before. It's just that took over half of the additional roof space I had for collecting rainwater. Oh well. But this, the original awning, actually has as many square feet, 8 by 32, so 8 by 30, 240 square feet, as the cabin has for roof, 240 square feet. So, and then the additional was another 200 square feet or whatever. Sun is rising. I have no idea what, if any, damage the neighbors had. Nothing was damaged on the green trailer either side, so I'm not going to go over there again. Yep. All in all, it was a fairly destructive rainstorm, but I'm sure most of that's going to be on the news today, because there was a severe thunderstorm warning last night after I videoed the last night's segment of it. I turned on the news and there was severe thunderstorm warnings, flash flood warnings. There were reports of 1-inch size hail in the area and a tornado warning about 20 or 30 miles north of here. It was southeast of Santa Rosa. So I don't know if they ever had a tornado there last night or not. Oh, let's check this one. This one does have gallon markings on it. This is 200, 150, 100. I don't know. Either take the top off of this one. Up between 150 and 200 gallons in there. Cool. So this one's definitely not blowing anywhere now. And look at my overflow bucket is full. So this is empty now because it drains slowly out the bottom because of the way it's designed. So most of that is what went into there. But then once it pushes the ball all the way up to the top, yeah, excess water, if you want to call it that, goes into the big tank. And then this one, like I said, just drip, 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 drips out.